Hello, my Mentorholic family, and welcome back. In this week's video, we're going to be doing the final touches on the Thorn Hill. So I'm going to show you how I hid the wiring, go over how I did the touch-up painting, just show you some details that need to be paid attention to when you finalize your project. Also, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the railing around the third floor and how I put the stairs in, and then go over some of the items that I'm going to put in the house as far as furniture and accessories. After this video, I'm going to do a video on making a meal for the beautiful silver dishes that I got from Pete. Then the last video for the Thorn Hill will be the grand finale. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I want to start out by talking a little bit about detailing. So when you detail, you want to look at everything, including the crown molding, the trim, even the edges of it, all along the doorway. You want everything to blend in and look really neat and crisp, just really nice. Now you also want to look at the door. Like I put the frames around the door, and then also I added a little bit of caulk right here and painted over it. This door didn't have a frame, so I added caulk in the cracks and I just painted over it. This was wood and I painted over it. Now I'm going to show you the kind of caulk that I used. This is the kind that I used. It has a little hole at the bottom, and let me show you, put it in a paint tray. So I put it in this paint tray, and then I sucked it up with this syringe. And I think I got this from like Walmart when I bought a bunch of them for a project. But I just sucked it in. I went along the cracks, smeared it with my finger, and painted over it. And make it look a lot neater. Now, let me go up here at the top. Here in this area, a lot of it is really neat. Like I hid the wire, this trim right here, painted everything, but right here, even along this edges, it looks really neat. You know, that's what you're looking for, like a real house. It's just, it really should look realistic. Even back there, you can see, put another piece of trim. And again, I'm going to get a close-up because I'm not done. I've still got touch-ups to do, but see, just a piece of wood trim, and I painted it white, and this one was square. It covered the wire, so I'm going to have to cover that up as well so it'll blend in. All right, so let's go to the other side of the house. Right here, we're looking at the master bedroom. The lighting is not as clear over here, but again, you're looking at the crown molding. Make sure that it's painted along the edges. The windows, again, these up here did not have trim, but I made it look like it just by caulking and painting, and these down here had trim. All right, so let's take a look around by the kitchen. So, just like the bathroom, everything neat with the crown molding. Here I want you to pay attention to the kitchen. Like right here, let's see if I can get a close up. This is just painted black. I'm going to get a piece of wood this size and make it go flush between these two floors because it's just a gap. And then over here, like this floor is pretty much done, but I got these pieces of wood. You see this gap right here. It's kind of hard to see because of the light, but see how that's space. That's not wood, so I gotta put wood in there to make it look neat and flushed. Again, you want to pay attention even to the doorways. You want it all to look like professional as possible, just like a regular house. Okay, so let's go to the back of the house. So this right here, I covered up the wire with this as well. It's just a piece of trim, but thicker than the one in the attic. It needed a thicker trim to cover up the wire versus the other one that was swirly and designed. Yeah, that didn't work out. So this door right here, I know, finishing touches, I gotta paint this white. This right here, draw your attention to this, has to be painted. So I'm gonna find a color close to that and I'm going to paint it. Basically it's the details. So you look up here, see how that needs to have a little paint. I don't want to keep putting my finger in the camera because it makes it blur. So again, this needs to have a little paint. You can tell this is space, so I'm going to put some caulk there, paint over it. One more thing, in the doorways, again, right here, and then this right here is wallpaper that came through the wood. Again, right here needs to be caulked and painted over. Same here. So again, it's the details. Details is what makes the miniature. So I gotta paint over this, probably 2 more coats for it to look really nice. All right, so let's move on. All right, I want to show you a little project that I'm going to put into the Thorn Hill in the hallway. I spray painted these plates. They're just decorative plastic pieces, and I got them at one of the garage sales, and I thought they were cute. I didn't know what I would use them for, but I spray painted them metallic gold. They're dried real good, and I'm going to use these as fans on something. Not quite sure, but I thought it was cute. So I purchased these in 2025. See how it's blue, but once you peel this off, it's going to look like a mirror, and the back of it is self-adhesive. So they're called, I think it's Fantasyon, or it's Fantasyon, but it's the 10-piece flexible mirror sheets. They're self-adhesive, and I got them off of Amazon. So anyway, I'm going to use these to have a mirror effect on the center of it. And I'm not quite sure how, but you know me, you figure it out, as I go along. So I got a piece of tissue paper because I'm not good at measuring, like with rulers, this wide and then this. It's easier, for me to just get a piece of tissue paper and kind of outline it. And I'm just going to take my nail, just go around it. You can take a, crayon or a pencil and kind of go around it to mark where you want to cut. I see about, yeah, I think I'm going to have to get a pencil, so hold on a minute. I'm going to tear this down the middle because each piece will have its own sheet. Come on. There. Okay, so I'm going to take this tissue paper. It's easier. Yeah, let's see. And I'm just going to go around the outside. Yeah. You can really see through it, but may not be perfect, but it'll be good enough for me to put up against the mirror sheets, so I can get close enough cut. So I got that. Kind of hard to see, but I'm gonna cut it as close as I can to it. Get the bulk of it off. Okay, so now I have the markings of where I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut with some real fine shears. And I'm going to do that off camera because, you know, it's kind of boring watching somebody cut this whole piece. So I'm going to cut both of them, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I'm going to transfer this onto the mirror sheets and then trace it and then cut it. Be right back. So I got them cut out, and I got them almost perfect, but it's not going to be perfect. So I'm going to take one of these flexible mirror sheets, put it up against it. See? Yep. I can use one sheet for both of them. So what I'm going to do is cut it. And trace. So I'm going to move this one out the way. I do that one off camera. I'm going to do this one on camera. Alright, so I need to trace it. I really need a black marker. We'll see what this pencil does. Yeah, it's doing it. So I'm tracing it around best I can. Yeah. And I see that it's not being traced right on the edge like I want it. So when I cut, I'm going to have to go in a little bit more, closer to the mirror sheets. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. Alright, so I got it traced. Not perfect, but close. So you kind of see the scorch. It's like scorched around here. So I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to try to fit it onto here. So use these this time. Now I'm going to have to, like, I got it scorched right here, so I'm going to have to come in front of this line so that it'll fit this. Because I noticed when I was tracing, yeah, it wasn't too good. So I'm going to go right in front of the line. And I like to take the bigger pieces off. That way I can take the smallest scissors and go closer to the edge. Alright, here we go. Let's see. I'm inside the line still, but I'm almost on it. I don't want to make it too, I guess, shallow, because I want it close to the line. And if I go outside the line, I'm afraid it's going to be too big and I have to cut again anyway. I tell you, this is like doing a roller coaster, like up and down, around. This is like wavy. It'd be much easier if I had a straight line, but it's not the design I'm working with. Yeah, okay. Not perfect, but yeah. Let's put it up against her and see what we got. So it's not perfect, but it's inside. Let me see. No, I had it the right way. Alright. Let me take a little bit more off. Alright, I'm going to mess with it a little bit more, and then I'll bring you back. Try to get a tight fit as best I can. I'll bring you back to show you. Alright, so I got it as close as I can. It's not going to be perfect, but it's inside, and it's lined up with the edge. Alright, so now I'm going to take it off. Well, it's actually two parts. It's like this part is the adhesive part. This is the mirror. So I want to do the back part first. Oh, try to anyway. I need something sharp. My nails are not getting it. Let me see. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to get a straight pen. Wait. I feel something. Yeah, that's the front. I don't want the front. I want the back, the sticky part first. I need a straight pen. Be right back. Alright, so I want this part off first because I want to stick it on there and then take the front part off. I'm going to stick this pen in here just to get it. Just get a grip on it. See? Got it. Yay. So I'm going to try to line it up. Go. Rub it on there so that it'll stick. There we go. Got that to stick. So now I'm going to take the pen. I'm going to do the same thing to the front. I just want to stick it in there just enough to get a hold of the film, the blue film. I think I got a little bit of. Here we go. So then you just pull it. There we go. So now we have a mirror. It's gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna back it up so you can see it. Got a mirror. Without you see, well, without getting the camera in there, so it's gonna be so cute with both of them up there. So I'm gonna work on the other one and then I'm gonna show you what they both look like. We have the mirrors. And you can see the mirrors because you can see the reflection of the camera. But I think they're cute. They're not perfect around the edges, but it fits in and you really can't see it unless you're close up. So I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna show you something else. These that I made in a previous video is the fireplace and the master bedroom. So I actually cut out the flexible mirror sheets for the inside of the cabinets. And I've also started cutting some shelves for inside the cabinet. I just use some cardstock, metallic gold, to make the shelves, but a little thicker so that way whatever I put on it, it won't sink down. So I'm still trying to get them measured to where they'll fit, and once that's done, then I'll pull this film off and then I'll have my shelves. So you're going to see this during the grand finale, but I want to show you that I'm working on that too. Also, I need to tell you that the scraps from the mirror sheets I would keep because you never know when you're going to need them. Something may be really small, they're scraps. Keep them for future use. Do not waste. I found these jewelry findings at, I believe it was Joann's before they went out of business, or either Hobby Lobby in their jewelry section. And I thought this was gorgeous. So I'm going to hang this on my wall in between these two jewelry findings that I thought were gorgeous. And I took the pictures that were in there out and put me and my mother's picture in there. Isn't that adorable? So it's going to go just like this on the wall. Hold on. And I'm going to put this like at the top. So I'm going to give you a close-up so you can see the vision that I have. What do you think? I think it's a great idea. I just got to figure out what wall I'm going to put it on. Okay, that's it for this section. Let's move on. I want to make the railings for the upstairs arts and craft room to go around the stairs. So, I think it's a banister. So I cut 6 pieces of wood. Yeah, I cut 6 pieces of wood, and 2 about 6 inches, and the other 2 about maybe, it's like 4, yeah, well, about 3 inches. So I'm going to glue them together, and then I'm going to put the top over it so it'll have this effect. So you know, another idea, and I just thought about it, is I could have got some cardstock or some kind of like thin paper, metallic, or even a mirrored look. You can actually use the mirrored paper. And you could cut design, like let's say you cut a diamond shape on this piece and this piece, put the paper in between, and then you'll have that look on both sides. That would be nice. But me, I'm just going to stick with this look for now. I may change my mind, I don't know. But I'm going to glue it together and then post it like this. And that way, once all of these are like this, they'll be the same length as the 3rd floor opening. So we're going to, actually I'm going to put it in front. So we have 4 posts. So they're going to go like this. 1, 2, and then it'll go like this, and the other side will be the same way, and it's going to go up there. I like it like this. I'm debating on whether I want some, I don't know, some bling to it or more artsy type look, but this is what I'm getting ready to do. And you know what, I think I'm gonna make it a surprise. Like, I could keep it basic, but again, I might just add that little extra zing to it. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. So basically, if you just need railings for some stairs, the top floor, or any of them, you can make it out of just basic wood. Just make it have a basic look like this. If it would stay, I think I'm going to have to, yeah, I think I'm going to have to sand the bottom. I think it's a little off, but yeah, there's your railing for the top floor. I think I want something extra though. We'll see. But I'm going to put it together, and then I'll show you when I'm done what I decided to do with it. I'm trying to get it ready for the grand finale. So I'll bring you back. Alright, I decided I'm going to try something a little different. We'll see how it turns out, but I decided to get the mirror sheets, I'll call them, and I'm going to punch a hole in them. I got these hole punchers, different sizes from, I think it was Hobby Lobby. I got these, or was it Joann's? It was one of them, a hobby store. You can even get it online at Amazon. So I'm going to punch 1, 2, 3 big ones. All right. There we go. So see, it's going to be a mirror effect. So I'm going to put that in the middle of each one. And then I'm going to take a smaller one for the bigger ones. So let me get the other two out of the way. So I got 3 of these big ones cut out, and I believe 6 of the little ones. So it's going to be 1 big one on this one, and then 1 here and 1 here. And then we'll do this side and this side on both. And I don't want it perfect. Actually, I prefer like something like this. Like that, a design, something different. Maybe that way. I like it. These are too little. Maybe I'll get a smaller one and put it on that way. Yeah, I like that better. It'll be nice with border, but nah. Just, this is artsy, so we're just gonna leave it like that. So I'm gonna put these on here permanently, and then put them together as a sandwich. And I'll show you how I'm gonna do that here in a minute. Just like the other one, I'm gonna take the back off with the pen. Place it in the center. And let's just glue it. Let's see. Yep, that'll do. Put some glue on it. And I'm just using tacky glue. And spread it all over. Okay. And I'm just going to place something on top of it for it to dry. Maybe about an hour or 2. And I'm going to do the same thing to these. And then when I'm done, I'm going to bring them back and show you how I'm going to put the top of the railings on. And then we're going to do the post. So be back shortly. So now I'm done with the railing, so I don't have to worry about anybody falling. And I think it's cute. I'm not going to put it down permanently yet, because I'm not sure if I find another railing or make something different. But I like it. Yeah, so now I'm going to show you what it looks like inside of the house. So this is the end result, and I do like it. I really, really like it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. So that's the only reason I'm showing y'all, instead of waiting for the grand finale. I might find something better. I might redo it. I don't know, but I had to get something up there so that when the kids come up the stairs, you know, they won't fall. All right, almost time for that grand finale. These are the 2 cabinets that go along the side of the fireplace in the master bedroom. The shelves are the metallic gold, and I think that looked a lot better than just making clear or one of the slides that go under a microscope. I think it turned out way better. You'll see the final touch in the grand finale. Okay, so I pulled out my tote that's full of items that I've collected over the years for the Thorn Hill. I'm not going to show you every item, but I'm going to pull out some of them that I'm thinking about putting in there. So, and it's a lot of nice stuff too. So this right here is an item that I got from the Museum of Miniatures, I don't know how many years ago, and it cost me about like 35 bucks, but it lights up. It's gorgeous. Let's see. And then there's a battery underneath. I'm definitely going to use this. Where? Not quite sure. But then again, if it doesn't fit with other things, I may not. But anyway, all this is a maybe. Nothing's guaranteed. But I guarantee you most of it I'm going to use. So we're going to move that one out the way. I have these 2 chairs that I think will be great in the upstairs foyer, the hallway. And with the mirrors that I'm going to put in that hallway. It's going to be gorgeous. But here's a table that would match. Oh, I think that would be so cute. All right. Let's see. We'd have to have flowers on the table. So I'm thinking this is more elegant. So we're going to use that. And you know what? I have another table, the kind that flips like this. And it's $48 on here, but I guarantee you I did not pay that much. I got it at a sale. What is it? Besk Fine Miniatures, BESPAQ. It's high quality. Let's see if you can see that. But I think this will go good on it somewhere, maybe in one of the hallways. We'll see. This is a beautiful bar, and I did purchase it, I believe, from the Museum of Miniatures. It says $89. I can believe I paid for that. It's like stained glass. So try to figure out where I would put that. We'll see. Well, we have the dining room, so we definitely need a cabinet, elegant, that'll go good in the dining room. And I have a table that matches this too. You know, this is something that my mother gave me years ago when I first got into miniatures. We went to a conventions here in Indianapolis. And I didn't want her to buy it, but she did. So I'm definitely going to put this in my bedroom, and I'm going to alter it. This definitely is going to go, it's a set. It's going to go inside of my bedroom. So I have a bed in there, but I'm going to have like a little sitting area right in front of the fireplace. So I think that'll go real nice. There's so much stuff in here. So much. Definitely going to have a pool table. I'm thinking upstairs in the game room. The little boys' room. It's so much to do with this house. I still am not sure. That's why I'm like, okay, you'll see the grand finale. But I think this is a good idea as well. Oh, and we have to have our little whatnots. Like, look how gorgeous that vase is. Oh, and look at this one. You know, you got to have items to put inside of the cabinets and on the shelves. I got a lot of glass items. But then again, this is a bar set. It's hard to see with this. See if I can get this plastic off. See, it's got stools. So I'm thinking, I don't know, because it's upstairs where the kids are, so I don't think a bar is going to go too good up there. But we might find somewhere else to put it. We'll see. I've had a lot of this stuff for years, and I just want to do something with it. You know, this might be nice to go somewhere. Maybe the front room, living area. We'll see. Similar to the other one that's green, but you know, both of them came as a set, and I still have the stool to the green one. Okay, it's so much to choose from. Ooh, look at that. Ah, if I can. Oh, look how cute that is. Ah, it's so much to choose from. Okay. Oh, you know what? Gotta dig a little further. Oh, this is a nice. This is a. So I can get it open. Shelf. Corner shelf. That will go nice in a hallway, or maybe the living room. Okay. What else we got? I feel like a kid in a candy store, or maybe it's Christmas time, you know. And I'm thinking about this. Like, it's different. I want something different. Maybe if I order another one of these and then face them back to back and put it in there and make a music room in the living room area. these are just ideas. I'm just, you know, I got so much stuff. Not sure where I'm going to go with this, but the grand finale is going to be just that, grand finale. Oh, with some nice tables. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Bam, piano in the living room area. Oh, this is gorgeous. It's got the stool. Let me see. Oh, okay. This house is going to be so nice. There's another piano in here, but it is brown. Yeah. Not crazy about that one. But I'm going to show you anyway. So, see, this is the brown one. Not crazy about that one. The black one screams much more elegance, and that's what I'm looking for. Elegance. Nice. I'm not taking it out. It's for the grand finale, but just a glimpse of it. I already have the kitchen set, so I don't have to worry about the kitchen. Let's see. One more item I'm going to show you. Because there's so much in here, there's no way that I'm going to go through all of this right now. So this is a gorgeous dresser and bed set. Elegant. Look at that. And then this is the bed. I'm not going to take it out the box, just giving you a glimpse. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it or even if I'm going to use it, but it was in the tote, so it's an idea. I'm going to set that to a side too. So it's so much more I'm going to go through. I'm not going to pull it all out, but I got some really nice stuff here. So I'm going to continue to go through things and try to see what I'm going to do with it and get ready for the next video. That is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon.